Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. For my returning viewers, welcome back, and for new viewers, welcome. I'm glad that you found me here on YouTube. Hopefully, if you enjoy the video, you will like and possibly subscribe. That way you will be notified when I upload new videos. Right, so today's video is a monthly reading. It's our general monthly reading for May 2018. For this reading, I'll be using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck, right, as the main spread. And then I'll pull two additional oracle cards from the Sacred Traveler deck by Denise, Linn, and the Soulful Woman Guidance card deck. And that one's by Shushann, Movessian, and Gemma Summers. Just a quick reminder, I will also be putting out a full moon reading coming up at the end of April for that full moon. It's a special spread that I do at each full moon, and then I do an additional video, which is a giveaway video, okay? So each full moon I offer a chance to win a one-question free tarot reading from me. All you have to do is watch the video, comment, like it. If you haven't already subscribed, subscribe to the channel. And then you'll be entered into a drawing. So be looking out for those. And also, as I always say, these are general readings. Please keep that in mind. So the messages may or may not resonate with you. It's a good idea, besides watching your sun sign video, it's a good idea to watch both your moon and your rising sign. That way you can, you'll have a better overall view of what's coming up for you during that time period. If you would like a more personalized reading, you could the only way to really do that is to get a private reading from me. If you're interested, you could take a look at my site, changingphasestarot.weebly.com. There you'll find pricing as well as information about the types of videos that I offer, the video readings, or you could email me at changingphasestarot@gmail.com. Okay, so I will stop for now, and I will see each of the signs in 1 second for your reading. Hi Gemini, I'm here to get into your May 2018 reading. As you can see, I've already laid out the spread just to try to save a little bit of time. So let's get started here. We have at the center of your reading, the Queen of Cups, crossed by the Page of Cups. The foundation of your reading, you have the Two of Wands. In the recent past, Major Arcana number 9, the Hermit. Crowning your reading, you have Major Arcana, the Fool. In the near future, you have the Two of Pentacles. You in the reading appear as the Four of Wands. Your surrounding energy and your environment, Major Arcana number 1, the Magician. Your hopes and fears, the Ace of Cups. And the outbound energy for the month of May as you head into June, the Six of Swords. And the card that was at the bottom of the deck, the overall energy for the month of May, the Ace of Wands. Beautiful. And the two oracle cards from the Sacred Traveler deck, you have Transformation, a fresh new way of living emerges. And from the Soulful Woman deck, card number 6, Self-Belief. Self-belief is the magic key that opens up a better, more inspired future for me. All right, so starting off with the two cards at the center of your reading. Before I do that, taking a look at your cards, you have you have 3 cups, 2 wands, 3 wands, sorry. So 3 cups, 3 wands, 1 pentacles, 1 swords, and 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas. No, 3 major arcanas. So more heavily weighted towards, the major arcanas, actually evenly weighted between the wands, major arcanas, and cup. Interesting. Okay. So Queen of Cups crossed by the Page of Cups. Cups energy has to do with our feelings, our emotions. It deals with intuition, psychic abilities, our relationships. And when we have court cards appear in a reading, and we have, the Queen and the Page, I was seeing if there's, no, these are the only two court cards. They can be actual people who are playing a significant role in our life during this time period, so during the month of May. If so, then the Queen of Cups would typically be an older water sign individual. So Pisces, Scorpio, or, I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank here. Cancer. It's been a long day. So, and she would be an older individual, although in these general readings, it's not gender specific, so it could be male or female here. And she's a very, as a queen, she has mastered her particular suit. So she's mastered the suit of water, of cups. And she's a very caring individual. She's very open, very compassionate. She's very loving. She's also, she's fair. She's fair and honest. And, again, if this isn't a person, then this could just be, you taking on the Queen of Cups energy, because obviously you are an air sign Gemini, but you taking on the Queen of Cups energy as this, very nurturing, very loving. She's also very open, so it could be you being more open, being more warm and dealing with others or a situation in a more compassionate manner. And she's crossed by a Page of Cups, so more water energy. If this is a person, this could even be a child of yours, could be, it's sort of a teenager, somebody in their early 20s. It's a very young, immature energy. Again, water energy, so Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And this individual is very... as a person, this individual is very open-minded, very receptive to other people, receptive to new opportunities. This can also, pages, we know in the tarot, they typically bring messages. They bring news of something. They're messengers, bearers of news. So this could be news of new relationship. This could be the beginning of a new relationship. There's beginning phases of a relationship. Could be with a water sign individual. The Page of Cups can also speak of a new birth, right? The birth of a child. Either, if this isn't with you, this could be somebody around you, somebody who you know. Could be news of a pregnancy or an actual birth. But it's, it's a very caring, that very tender sort of beginning. The beginning of sort of energy with this Page of Cups. So we'll see how that ties in with the rest of the reading here as we go through it. Sitting at the foundation, the Two of Wands, usually it signifies some type of significant choice that you have to make, right? The Suit of Wands itself, it deals with the daily matters. So those day-to-day things such as the work that we do, it's our home, the chores around the home. It also has to do with creative projects, creativity, and then our own drive and ambition, determination, passion, fire for doing those things. And the two, it's you kind of being faced with, an option or, a choice, and you staring down both paths and trying to figure out, which one is going to be the best one for you. It's a card that really speaks of, of control, of you really taking matters into your own hands, you having the power, the authority, you deciding, it's kind of like a sort of a trailblazer, a risk taker type of energy, because it's you just deciding, okay, this is where, I think I need to go, and then just very confidently setting off and, going down that path. Sometimes it can have to do with partnering up with other people. Can be sort of a collaborative, as I said, it was, like creative in nature at times. So it could be a collaborative effort, partnering up with somebody on a creative project. It could be actually partnerships, so partnering with others. But it's, definitely a choice about where you need to or how you want to invest your time and your effort and your energy and your passion. and then doing that, just sort of fearlessly doing it. Sitting in the past position, you have the Hermit. And the Hermit card, this could be, around the beginning of the month, or even going back to, the end of April. It's a card that it speaks of introspection. It's you really going inwards, you trying to, clear your mind, find the truth to a situation, or, figure out something related to either yourself, sort of a deeper meaning. It's not a time for moving forward with projects, right? It's a time to possibly put projects on hold and reflect. So, I mean, it could have been, you reflecting on, what it is or where it is that you want to go now, in your career, in your life. And it's a card that also asks you to sort of reevaluate your goals, reevaluate where you're currently heading, and sort of figure out, okay, is this where I really want to go? Is the path that I'm on the right one for me, spiritually speaking? Am I happy the way that my life is progressing? Do I need to change anything? So it's a very, it's a deep card. It's a card of you really going inwards and reflecting and trying to come up with those answers. Now, crowning your reading, the message from your higher self is the Fool. So this is all about new beginnings, and it's setting off on a new path, and it's sort of fearlessly stepping off of the cliff. You can see that she's barefoot. She has one foot on the edge of the cliff. There are butterflies flying around her, sort of representing these new beginnings and rebirth, and it's all about kind of taking that leap of faith, taking the chance, even if it's something that's quite different. Maybe if this is, a job, maybe, or a creative project, maybe this is something that's quite different than what you've done before, and it's taking that leap of faith and, trusting in the universe, trusting in the fact that, things will work out, and you just need to sort of step off the cliff there and, and go with the flow, begin this new journey, have all of the new encounters and adventures that are going to come up on the journey, and then, do so in a very optimistic way, in a very trusting way, trusting that things will work out. Now you have in the future the Two of Pentacles, which is a card of balance. It's a card of it's earth energy. So earth energy deals with things here in the material realm. So that's usually the work that we do, the money that we earn for the job that we do, our material possessions, material prosperity. It also has to do with education and family and knowledge. And the two really represents, juggling. You can see that the woman here on the card, she's actually, she's on point shoes, these ballet shoes, on her tippy toes, and balancing the coins, managing to keep both of them up in the air here. So it's a card that speaks of balance, of a need for balance, possibly juggling different areas of your life. So, trying to find that balance between your home life and your work, between your friends and family, or some type of balance here. It's also about kind of going with the flow, much like the Fool. The Fool needs to, step off the cliff and trust in the fact that things will work out. The Two of Pentacles is also about being malleable, like being able to adapt to and go with the flow. And if something else gets, chucked into the mix here, she has another coin, she has to juggle one more thing, then just kind of going with that and adapting to the situation and figuring out how to balance everything. So it's also being willing and able to adapt. You appear as the Four of Wands, which is a card that speaks of home, a definite focus on home here with this card. It's the, so the home and family. It's also it can be the marriage card with the Four of Wands. So for some of you, there could be, you could be focusing on the home and your family. Maybe it's you doing things around the home, really, dedicating a lot of your time to the home during the month of May. Could be, we are in springtime. This could be just as simple as, cleaning, spring cleaning around the home, or or renovating, taking care of the garden, doing those not updates, what's the word for the house, like like the fresh paints of fresh coat of paint on the walls, and just kind of making the house look nicer. It can be that sort of thing. Or this could definitely be, more to do with the stable home, in the sense of, you moving in with another person, right? The Four of Wands also carries that message, which is interesting, because we had with the Page of Cups, we had the message of, could be a new relationship, could be engagement, could be news of a pregnancy, birth. And then with the Four of Wands, this could also, it could be moving in together, it's reaching to a certain milestone in the relationship, getting engaged, actually getting married. So for some of you, there could be marriage coming up or on your mind during the month of May. It's the home is where your heart is kind of card. And whether that's just, you with your family, or you moving in with your significant other, or you on your own, just, taking or really dedicating your time to the home. It's a card of, a feeling good. It's a very secure. Fours in the tarot, they're secure, stable, secure energy. So, and then you have what's going on in your environment, how others are viewing you. You have the Magician, so you're manifesting. People are viewing you as having everything within your grasp to manifest, to bring whatever this Two of Wands is, whatever this you've decided, whatever this new path is, whether this is moving in with a person or getting married, it's you having everything within your grasp to manifest, right? Manifestation, definitely working here for you, divine orchestration at play during the month of May. Your hopes and fears, you're hoping for the Ace of Cups, so more water energy, right? And the aces in the tarot, and you actually have two aces. I mean, they're beautiful cards. They're blessed. It's blessed energy, right? It's this divine. In this deck, it doesn't show, but in the traditional tarot, it's that sort of divine hand extending out of the universe. You being offered this blessing, and the Ace of Cups is, it's something that is going to bring you great emotional fulfillment, great joy. This can be, again, with this, aces are also are yes cards. So if there's something that you've been, waiting for an answer on, you have two aces in your spread. So two yeses coming in here. So yes would be the answer. Also new beginnings cards, and you have, three cards that speak of new beginnings, with the Ace of Wands, the Fool, which is all about new beginnings, the Ace of Cups over here. So, and they're also, victory cards. They're very positive cards. So the Ace of Cups can represent, again, new love. If it's not new love, it can be a renewal. If you're currently in a relationship, it can be a renewal of that relationship. It could be, again, with the taking things to the next level, it could be moving to the next level with that person. It's a very, it's a time for either new spiritual and emotional growth, or a new partnership, possibly marriage. If you've had troubles in a relationship, possibly mending the relationship. I'm getting more, from your, really what's coming through is that there's a definite, sort of relationship focus here. Although we do have the Two of Wands, we do have the Two of Pentacles. There could be, for some, more of a focus on possibly new business ventures, new opportunities, that type of thing. But it's coming through very strongly, relationships here. And then as you leave the month, the outbound energy, you have the Six of Swords, which is a card of leaving behind, choppy waters and heading into calmer waters. This card doesn't show it in the traditional tarot. There's a woman, and she's in a boat, and she's sailing away and sort of moving out of the troubled waters and heading into calmer, better waters. This woman, you see that she's dropped the swords, she's turned her back. Whatever this was, it no longer serves her, and then she's moving forward. So, for some of you, there could be a walking away, even though the, Swords energy is mental, so it's sort of mentally detaching yourself from something, mentally, walking away from the situation. There could be an actual physical walking away for some of you, actually, and especially as in the traditional tarot, there is the boat, there is sort of travel referenced, so there could be a movement. We do have the home card. That could be a home move for some of you, moving away, moving to somewhere by water or traveling over water. Basically, it's a period of transition. The Six of Swords, more than anything, it's a transitional period where you're moving away from something in the past, something that possibly, it brought you sadness, and even though it might be a sense of sadness at leaving it behind, you're also heading forward, and you're stepping, again, you're stepping out off the ledge. You're heading into the unknown. You're trusting that where you're heading is going to be better for you. And then with the Ace of Wands as the overall energy for the month, again, another new beginning, another, blessing coming in here. And the Ace of Wands is all about, it's that spark, it's fire energy. It's that spark of new potential. It could be a new creative endeavor. It could be a new career opportunity. It could be just a new spark of inspiration. But it's all about moving forward towards whatever our goal is. And that's obviously going to be different for each person. But doing so, with confidence, setting aside any fears that we have, and moving, heading towards that goal. And we have that again, right? We have the Magician manifesting. We have the beautiful new beginnings, right? We have this fearlessly choosing one path. So very powerful messages coming in for you during the month of May here, Gemini. So let's take a look at your guidance cards. So the first card is Transformation from the Sacred Traveler deck. And I like to read the full meaning for the card. Let me find it here. It says, oh, sorry. I'm looking in the S's. Here we go. Transformation. All right, the meaning of the card. You are in a time of huge transformation. Oh, yeah, I could definitely see that in your spread here. Old beliefs, ideas, and decisions about who you are and what you deserve in life are dropping away, replaced by incredible vitality and new pathways. We have this new pathways right here, right, with the Two of Wands. Soon you'll be experiencing the world in a fresh new way. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know the journey transforms the traveler. When the traveler arrives at the destination, the traveler is no longer the same person who started out. Even if there are some areas that may be murky or unsettled in your life, don't be concerned. This is the confusion that often appears before the rebirth. Like the phoenix that arises majestically from the ashes, a big change in your life is at hand. Don't hold on to old ways of viewing the world and limited ways of thinking. Be willing to see the world with fresh new eyes. Changes are afoot, and it's also very good. That just basically summarized your reading, right? That really tied in well with what you had in your reading here. Okay, and the other card is card number 6, Self-Belief, and it says, it's from the Soulful Woman deck, self-belief is the magic key that opens up a better, more inspired future, a future in which I do all the things I've dreamed of doing, even if I don't know how to do them just yet. I'm on my own side now, backing myself, following my own star. I would do it my own way and in my own time, comparing myself to no one. Enjoying the adventure, I will see how far I can go, surprising myself as I move beyond old self-imposed limits. As I take this journey of discovery, I know I'll figure it out as I go step by step. I give myself permission to ask for help or go back to the drawing board, because that is part of the process of finding my way to a new place. Today, I am stretching into the unknown, into new territory, and daring to be bigger, bolder, and freer than I was only yesterday. Well, I think these cards were perfect to go along with your reading, and I do hope that the messages have helped you in some way. I thank you for joining me here today. I look forward to reading for you again next month, and just know that I'm sending you all much peace, love, and light for a wonderful month of May. Bye for now.